Welcome to Saintly Whispers Daily Prayer. On this Wednesday, July the 1st, 2026, we gather in prayer. For more spiritual nourishment and guided meditations, please visit saintlywhispers.com. Today, in the ordinary season, our Gospel from Matthew 8 presents Jesus encountering the Gadarene demoniacs, a powerful scene of liberation and divine authority. It invites us to consider where Christ's healing power is most needed in our own lives. We'll approach this passage through Ignatian Contemplation, allowing us to imaginatively step into the story, engaging our senses to discover its personal meaning for us. Now, find a comfortable space, take a deep breath, and let us begin.
Welcome to this time of prayer, inspired by the Ignatian method of contemplation. Find a quiet space where you can be fully present. Allow yourself to settle into this moment, letting go of any distractions. Take a few deep breaths. Inhale slowly, feeling God's loving presence fill you. Exhale gently, releasing any tension or worries. Repeat this a few times, grounding yourself in the here and now. As we begin, consider: what grace do you desire from encountering Jesus in this powerful gospel scene today? How can you open your heart to be receptive to the truths, even challenging ones that this passage may present? Now let us enter the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 8, verses 28 through 34. We will read the passage, and then we will immerse ourselves in the scene. When Jesus came to the territory of the Gadarenes, two demoniacs who were coming from the tombs met him. They were so savage that no one could travel by that road. They cried out, "What have you to do with us, Son of God? Have you come here to torment us before the appointed time?" Some distance away, a herd of many swine was feeding. The demons pleaded with him, "If you drive us out, send us into the herd of swine." And he said to them, "Go then." They came out and entered the swine, and the whole herd rushed down the steep bank into the sea where they drowned. The swineherds ran away, and when they came to the town, they reported everything, including what had happened to the demoniacs. Thereupon, the whole town came out to meet Jesus, and when they saw him, they begged him to leave their district. Now let us compose this place in our imagination. Picture yourself in the territory of the Gadarenes. It is a desolate, rugged landscape. See the ancient tombs, perhaps carved into the hillsides, dark and foreboding. Notice the rough, untraveled road, dusty and uneven. What sounds do you hear? Perhaps the dry rustle of wind, the distant murmur of the sea, or even the unsettling guttural cries of the demoniacs echoing from the tombs. Feel the tension in the air, the sense of danger and fear that keeps people away from this place. Where do you place yourself in this scene? Are you a cautious bystander, a curious disciple, or perhaps one of the swineherds tending your animals in the distance? Allow yourself to be fully present in this setting. Now observe Jesus. He approaches this fearsome place, unafraid. Notice his demeanor, his steady gaze as the two savage men, possessed by demons, confront him. Hear their desperate cries, their recognition of his divine authority. Watch the interaction unfold. The demons plead with Jesus, asking to be sent into the herd of swine. And Jesus, with a simple, powerful command, says, "Go then." See the demons leave the men, entering the animals. Witness the sudden, chaotic rush of the entire herd down the steep bank, plunging into the sea and drowning. What does this sight stir within you? What do you notice about Jesus' presence and authority in the face of such intense evil? Then shift your gaze to the freed men. What are their reactions? Perhaps a stunned silence, a dawning awareness, a profound peace. And what does this transformation stir within your own heart? Finally, observe the reaction of the swineherds, running in fear to the town. And then the townspeople themselves coming out to meet Jesus. They have heard what happened, and they beg him to leave their district. How do you feel witnessing their fear and rejection? Now, in this sacred space, enter into a personal conversation with Jesus. Speak to him about what you have witnessed. You might ask him about his immense power over evil, or the nature of the demons. Perhaps you want to ask him about the townspeople's fear, or the cost of such a powerful liberation. What might Jesus be saying to you about areas in your own life where you might be resisting his liberating power? What questions arise in your heart as you stand before him, having witnessed this profound event? Take time now to reflect on how this gospel story connects with your own life. Consider the townspeople's reaction. Their fear led them to ask Jesus to leave. Where might you, or society, choose comfort and familiarity over the disruptive, liberating presence of Christ? Where in your life do you encounter demons, perhaps habits, fears, or attachments that keep you from true freedom? What swine, what comforts or securities might you be unwilling to lose, even if it means rejecting Jesus' deeper work in your life? Bring your prayer to a close by expressing your gratitude to God for this time of contemplation. Thank Him for His presence and for any insights you have gained. Ask for the grace to carry the fruits of this prayer into your day. What is the main insight or feeling you want to carry with you from this contemplation? How might this encounter with Jesus' liberating power influence your actions or attitudes today? May you go forth with greater freedom and courage, knowing the liberating power of Christ. Amen.
Thank you for praying with me today. For more prayer methods and resources, visit saintlywhispers.com. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Peace be with you.